Hi there. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm so glad to be a part of your health journey. As promised, we're going to kick this off with what we call the Shred 10, and that is 10 days of eliminating what's bad for us and replacing that with some habits that are good for us. So I just really encourage you to do this every single month, and just to kind of jumpstart your health. So we're going to be adding in these healthy habits and eliminating some unhealthy habits. I encourage you that even though it looks really hard, or it might look really hard, some of you might be eating this way already, but you can do anything for 10 days, and I guarantee that you will feel much better. A lot of people, when they're doing this, they're going to experience some of these results right away. So I'm just going to jump right in here. So for 10 days, we're going to be adding more real food, things like fruits, vegetables, whole grains, peas, beans, and if you choose, this is not mandatory at all, but you'll also be adding the Juice Plus Trio capsules and the shakes. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that. You don't have to do that at all. But if you've read my book, you know that I've been with the company for many years now, and I'm a huge advocate of that simple way to flood your body with a lot of fruits and vegetables and whole foods. So we really want to encourage you to eat clean during these 10 days, and this is going to give your body a break from digesting those heavier foods, and it's also going to help reduce inflammation and free your body up to cleanse and rejuvenate. So you're going to drink plenty of water, sleep 7 to 8 hours each night. I don't know about you, but I really need more than 7 to 8 hours a night, so this isn't about exact number, but really about protecting your sleep and making sure that you get the right amount of sleep for you. And you want to make sure that you're exercising most days. I know that can be really challenging, but we really want to make sure that you're moving your body. You're also going to be eliminating inflammatory foods like gluten, dairy, caffeine, alcohol, processed foods, artificial sweeteners, and refined sugar. And I'm going to encourage you not to eat after 6 p.m. to give your body a chance to rest. It's also not really about that 6 p.m. time, but giving your body more time in between when you stop eating at night and when you start eating again in the morning. So it's really, the point is to stop eating after dinner and not snack in the evening. So really cutting out that evening snacking and giving your body a chance to really digest that food and eliminate the toxins effectively overnight. If you're pregnant or nursing a child, or you're an elite athlete, then obviously you're going to make accommodations with that 6 p.m. rule. I'm also really happy and excited to share the Shred Guidebook. It's a wonderful ebook that will provide 10 healthy meal ideas and over 15 shake recipes, snack ideas as well. And this guidebook will explain these guidelines in detail and why we recommend these guidelines. So if you're a person that really needs to know the underlying reasons of why you're doing something, it's great to have the Shred guideline. So if you, and I'm going to put my email at the end of this presentation, but if you want the Shred guideline, please email me at my email address, at my personal email address, asking for the Shred guide. There's no calorie counting or food deprivation or complicated formula to follow. The Shred 10 is safe for the entire family. If you really commit to the Shred 10 guidelines, and also again, you can add Juice Plus, it's very common to see, like I said, one of these following results very quickly. Because what we're doing in the Shred 10 is we're eliminating, again, those bad habits, and we're replacing them with good habits. So we're really doing the body good here. So why do we need to do something like the Shred 10? So there's a few different reasons. And again, like I said, it's a jump start to a healthier lifestyle. So, I mean, some people, I lived this way for years and years and years when I was in the worst of my health crisis, because I was doing everything for my body that I could. So some people already may be doing this, and you can these guidelines into place for more than 10 days. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But it's a jump start to a healthier lifestyle for a lot of people, and I recommend doing this at the beginning of each month. But there's a reason why we want to do this, and I just want to highlight a few reasons. We're living in a world full of chemicals, and we're being bombarded by toxins, which is leading to all kinds of health problems. So unless you're living in a bubble, these toxins are everywhere, and we're breathing them in, we're putting them on our skin, they're in our lawn, they're in our pool, we're even eating them, as we know. And our food quality, unfortunately, has also gone down. We can't even pronounce many of the ingredients in our food. So this creates that need to detox and rejuvenate, and that's really what the Shred 10 is all about. So I also want to highlight, this isn't a weight loss program, but a lot of people, weight loss is an important topic for many people. And we know that excess fat contributes to over 20 different diseases. So remember the toxins that we just talked about. Well, our bodies can't really handle the onslaught of toxins. So our body protects our organs by trapping the toxins in fat cells. So the good news is that this keeps the toxins from roaming and causing havoc in our bodies. They're actually protected in biofilms. The bad news is that the fat cells expand and can cause weight issues. So when you burn fat in the wrong way without proper nutrition or over-exercising, the toxins are released into the bloodstream, which actually stresses the body. So your body very smartly goes into fat production to once again enrobe the toxins, protecting those vital organs, and the fat returns. It's a vicious cycle, and this is why a lot of times you see that rebound in normal dieting and fad diets. You see that rebound of weight gain. So there is actually a better way, and there's a safe and healthy way to lose weight, and that's why we add the healthy foods. It's to allow our body to cleanse itself by removing that toxic load and adding clean eating, especially fruits and vegetables, So if you've read my book, which I hope you have, I talk a little bit about antioxidants, and the only way we get those are from plants, and how they remove those free radicals, or they protect our bodies from free radicals. And free radicals, we're bombarded with them every single day, and we really can't avoid them. I mean, we can do some things like reduce stress in our life and make sure we're getting enough sleep and enough water and eating healthy foods. But free radicals also are from, pollution in the air and pesticides on our food, and even from good things like exercising, and even just from breathing, just from living. So we really need to make sure we're getting enough plants in our diet to combat those free radicals. So now, with the right foods in your diet, you're shedding fat but also assisting your liver so it can do its job and cleanse those toxins out. So the weight loss is easier and quicker and leads to a more permanent weight loss. So again, this is not a weight loss program. I never say that, but it is assisting your whole body in cleansing from those toxins. So eating quality food is very important for cleansing and maintaining a stable weight, but it's also important for maintaining a stable blood sugar. So the glycemic index is the rate at which sugar enters your bloodstream, and we all know that sugar should enter your bloodstream slowly and give you sustained energy, and that happens when you're eating adequate amounts of protein, fiber, healthy fats, complex carbs. But sugar can rush in and spike your blood sugar, like you see in the taller curve in this diagram. And this is what happens when we eat empty carbohydrates like bread, crackers, or boxed foods. So there's a spike in blood sugar, and then it comes crashing down, and in an hour or two later, you need a nap, or you feel like you need a nap. But not before you raid the pantry. That's where cravings come in, when our blood sugar spikes really fast and then comes crashing down. So this can also happen when we skip a meal, or first thing in the morning when we wake up on an empty stomach and we think we need, caffeine to get us going. So the dark blue line shows what happens when we eat a low glycemic meal with fiber, so that any sugar that enters the bloodstream will enter slowly. And this also happens with the Juice Plus Complete Shake that's full of the right kind of complex carbs, the whole grains, and the lots of fiber and protein. So then our blood sugar is stable, and it makes it so much easier to avoid bad habits and food addictions. So this is the zone of willpower, because we're not dealing with those spikes and crashes in our blood sugar, and it really helps with cravings. So if I just want to highlight really quickly, again, this is definitely not, mandatory to the Shred 10, where again, with the Shred 10, we're trying to eliminate the bad habits and replace them with more healthy habits for a healthy lifestyle. But if you're looking for an easy way to add more fruits and vegetables to your diet, the Juice Plus Trio capsules and Juice Plus Complete Shakes are a really simple solution. They've really helped my family. If you've read my book, you know my journey and how I was trying to, everything that I was looking at research-wise was really coming back to plants. And I was really struggling trying to figure out, how do I get more plants in my diet? How do I get more plants in my kids' diets? And I was juicing and chopping and Vitamixing and doing smoothies. And it was stressful, and it was expensive, and it was exhausting. And I was so thankful that when I found the solution, because it was simple and it was inexpensive, and we were flooding our bodies with lots of whole, cleaner than organic, raw produce. So I just wanted to show you a visual of what you would be getting in the Juice Plus and the Juice Plus Trio capsules. And we call it Trio because you're getting the fruits, the greens, and the berries. And then this is the Juice Plus Complete. It's low glycemic, so it stabilizes the blood sugar. It has 13 grams of plant protein, as well as broccoli and radish sprouts, pumpkin, pomegranate, and spirulina. And the Complete also has 8 grams of pure plant fiber per serving. It also has prebiotics that helps your digestive system stay healthy. So I do want to take a minute to talk about soy, because soy is in the Complete Shakes, and there's a lot of controversy about soy. So soy is an excellent source of plant protein, but I want to say this. Most of the soy in the United States is heavily processed, and I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. Unprocessed, water-washed soy is healthy, and that's the kind of soy that's in our Complete Shakes. So ounce for ounce, calorie for calorie, the soybean is an amazing source of protein, unsaturated fats, fiber, B vitamins, folic acid, potassium, calcium, zinc, and iron. And soy is the only plant food that is a complete protein, meaning that it contains all of the essential amino acids that the body can't produce. Since soy is a plant food, it is an excellent source of protein for those that are lactose intolerant, also those who are vegetarians. Soy also contains cancer-fighting properties called phytos, and they're extremely low on the glycemic index, so they're slow to trigger an insulin response. Again, I am talking about the unprocessed, water-washed soy that's in our Complete Shakes. I'm not talking about the processed, heavily processed soy that's in most of our processed packaged foods in the United States. A lot of the soy in the United States is also genetically modified. Again, stay away from that soy. I just want to talk about a little bit about how to stick with the Shred 10. Preparation is key. I prepare all my meals for the week on the weekend, because that's when I have time. That way the kids can take what they need during the week and simply heat it up. I also portion out my breakfasts and lunches in little glass containers so they're ready to go. I find that it's very hard to eat healthy if you're not prepared. When I get hungry, I need to eat right away, because my crankiness sets in when I get hungry. So if you don't have time in your schedule to plan and prepare ahead of time, I suggest the first thing you need to do is carve out that time. One idea that we do from time to time is salad in a jar. Get enough mason jars for the week, fill them with lettuce and all the salad toppings that you love, like chickpeas, sunflower seeds, nuts, sprouts, peas, etc. Even add the dressing in and pull one out for lunch each day, shake it up, pour it in a bowl, and normally there's even enough for dinner that night. Secondly, I recommend the simple act of making and sticking to a shopping list is critical. If you make a shopping list, you're less likely to make impulse buys. Come up with your meal plan for the week, make your list and only buy that. If there isn't junk food in the house, you're less likely to divert to it when you're hungry. Refer again and again to the Shred 10 guide when planning and making your list. If you're like me, cooking is not really something that you look forward to, so I put my favorite binge shows on while I'm cooking and make it more pleasurable. So find out what makes it bearable for you and make that happen. Also, I would suggest, I don't want to go to this slide yet, sorry. Knowing your body. Cravings usually happen when you're tired, stressed, staying up too late, and then you're drawn to foods that are sweet, and that leads to weight gain and also leads to you not feeling good. Always check to see if you're truly hungry and drink a glass of water or tea first. Try distracting yourself with your favorite binge show, or if it's past your bedtime, go to bed instead of eating and snacking. Physical hunger actually comes from growls in your stomach or from your brain or signs of fatigue. If it's stress, try taking a walk or a bubble bath. Identifying the root cause is very important. You might try journaling to see when the cravings are coming. If you can't get rid of the craving, eat something healthy like watermelon that's sweet but few calories. Cravings can sometimes arise if we are missing a nutrient, so make sure you are eating well-balanced meals that have a good variety. Pay attention to vitamins B, D3, and K2, as well as your healthy fats. Again, make sure you know your body. Some people, like myself, do better with small, frequent meals throughout the day to keep their blood sugar stable. Others do well with just 3 meals a day. Some can have a bite of chocolate and be done. Others will spiral out of control with 1 bite of chocolate cake. So know yourself and act accordingly. I want to encourage you while you're on the Shred 10, if you're going out to eat, plan ahead. A lot of websites have their nutrition facts online, so look at the website and choose before you get there so you're not tempted when you're rushed trying to place your order or when you're hungry. If you're eating at a gathering, bring something that works for you so that you have something healthy to eat. And of course, give yourself grace. Do not wallow in guilt. If you get off track, let it slide and get back on track at the next meal. The most important thing is to keep going. I want to give you a detox drink. This has helped many people. It targets the kidney, the liver, the bowels, which are our most important detox organs. So I want to give this to you. This would be something that you can do once a day, you can do twice a day, morning and afternoon. It's a little hard to get down, but when I have people do it, they're usually at the end of the 10 days, they're loving it. So it's an acquired taste. So I just want to leave you with some thoughts. In 2008, researchers at the University of Texas MD Anderson Center conducted a study in peer-reviewed journals and found that only 5 to 10% of all cancers are caused by genetic reasons. The other 90 to 95 are caused by diet, lifestyle, and environmental factors. Of all cancer deaths, 25 to 30% were caused by smoking, but the other factor that was even more significant than smoking was diet. Based on all of their data, their recommendation was increased ingestion of fruits and vegetables and minimal meat consumption. The American Institute for Cancer Research reports that up to 70% of all cancers can be prevented with lifestyle changes, and their #1 recommendation is choose predominantly plant-based diets rich in a variety of vegetables and fruits, legumes, and minimally processed starchy staple foods. Unfortunately, natural products cannot be patented and drugs can. That's a scary, scary thought. So I just want to also encourage you that, you know, when I went gluten-free, I started, you know, just shopping the gluten-free aisle and started buying the processed packaged gluten-free items. And so I just want to encourage you that just because, you know, shopping gluten-free or shopping at Whole Foods doesn't mean that everything is healthy. You can find a whole shelf of pastries at Whole Foods, or you know, a whole bunch of processed packaged gluten-free items at Wegmans. So the best way to eat healthy is shop the perimeter of the store. You know, shop the produce aisle, shop at your farmer's market, shop the grass-fed meats, the free-range eggs. I think you all know all that, but just really protect your sleep, stay hydrated, refer to the Shred 10 guidelines. Frequently print it out, put it on your refrigerator, and remember, if you're not accustomed to this kind of lifestyle, it's only 10 days. You can do anything for 10 days. Again, if you would like the Shred 10 guidebook and our recipe book, please email me with Shred 10 help in the subject line, or Shred 10 guidebook please in the subject line, and just, you know, in the body of the email, tell me, you know, that I watched your video and I'm doing the Shred 10 and I'd really like the guidebook. So if you would like to order Juice Plus, please visit my website. You can order directly from there. If you have questions, feel free to email me. I'm happy to answer your questions. If you feel like you need accountability or one-on-one coaching through this process, you can also sign up for that through my website. I'm happy to do some more individualized coaching, and as well as some accountability and some cheering on. So thank you so much. There's 5 more weeks and we're going to learn a lot more together. So thank you, and I'm cheering you on from afar.